Hey guys, in this video I want to talk to you about the importance of presenting your space. A beautiful friend of mine who owns an amazing little studio called Body and Soul Naturally has been kind enough to lend me her space today, but I need to make it my own. I don't, she's got the massage table that I'm going to use. Her room is set up in a particular way so that it reflects her and her environment, products that she sells. And so because I'm going to share that space, I actually want to bring my own flavor of myself to that so that it feels different when people walk in. Um, so what I've done is I've dressed her table how I would like it to look for my client who's going to receive hot stone. And depending on the treatment that I'm giving will depend on how I dress the table as well. But remember when I talk to you guys about how if you're going to run a mobile business, you can't take you can't necessarily go into someone's house and create a space that reflects you as a healer or as the person who's the therapist giving the treatment. So effectively what you want to do is incorporate that into your massage table any way that you can. All right, so let's have a look. Now behind me you can see the accolades of this person's shop and all the things that they're qualified in. You can also see where I'm pointing here behind me. That's actually my hot stone collection because hot stone's not something that she offers. And then on the other side you can see that I've incorporated into the space my heater. So you can see my heater just here, and then the little wooden spoon that I use to get my stones out with. And then behind me is her beautiful towel warmer that she's got, a fire stone Himalayan salt lamp, and a banner for advertising products that she sells. Okay, and then we've got, towels and things behind us. So then in this space, all I've got really that represents me is the towels that I use on the table and my little storage unit over here that has my massage stones in it. Now, this table's really cool because it's electronic. So I'm just going to raise it up a little bit for you so that you can see what I've done. So when someone walks into this room, they're going to see a nice, clean, fresh set of towels, two rolled, ready for them to go. And there's going to see just two crystals that I like to work with when I'm working with people, and a prayer on a card. So people can turn up in any state. They can turn up ready to have a massage with you in a highly emotional state. They can turn up in a really disconnected, all over the place in their head kind of state. And it's our job as a therapist to just hold space where they can let go, relax, and come back to themselves. So for me, because I do emotional body work with people as well, I like to have these two stones at my disposal. One is morganite, it's the stone of unconditional love. The other is selenite. It's excellent for drawing off negative energy, and also it doesn't hold the negative energy, so it cleanses at the same time. Sometimes I feel I may need to do my own aura before a session or after a session with a person. Sometimes I feel I need to use it on them. Ultimately, because of the uniqueness of selenite, I can use it on myself and someone else to pull off negative energy, and it won't affect them. But I talk about more things like that in the chakra balancing and the chakra sutra course that we have. But I just wanted you to know that that's my flavor. I have a faith in God, and sometimes when people come to me in emotional state, that emotion is prayer. It can be prayer for them. And so to remind myself that when I'm being of service to another person, I want to call on that divine energy and those beautiful angelic entities that can help support a person through their emotional grief or their emotional process. And I just place these things once they've been seen on the table. I ask permission. Is it okay if I just pop these under the table? It's just to help support a sacred space for you. And if they say no because they have some sort of belief system that says that that's not okay, I'm totally respectful of that, and I'll actually remove it completely from the room. But it's just part of who I am. I do think that crystals have their place in healing, and I do believe that prayer is the most powerful form of healing. And so because that's part of who I am, as what it means to be a practitioner, then I like to bring that flavor to me. Now I can do that anywhere. Anywhere I go, if I take the massage table, I can do that. All right, it's really important too that we have a nice little face hold set up here so that when people are laying down, they've got just nice cushioning around their face, okay? And then you'll notice here that because I'm doing hot stone, I've got contrasting colours. So I've used dark charcoal on the table and they're big long bar sheets, 2.1 metres. You can get them from Big W for about $10. They're nice base towels because they're good and they cover the distance. And then I've got a smaller, just an ordinary bath towel, which is much shorter, as you can see. And I've got it level with the end of the bed, folded in a narrow strip. So I've folded it over in three and a narrow strip up the center of the massage bed. Now, the reason that I've done that is when my client lays face down, they're going to take one of these towels and place it across their bottom. And then I've got my prepared nappy to fold up between their legs, one over the back of that towel that's laying over them. And then I can add an extra towel to work on the legs each at a time. But it helps create that privacy when you're working the leg area. If you're not planning on working the leg area, you may not need to lay that towel down today. But it's always nice to have it there just in case. It does add to your linen costs and obviously, you know, your laundering. But to me, I think a client's comfort and safety and security is paramount as far as establishing boundaries for them and for you as the practitioner, and it helps them to trust you and to go into a deeper space of connectivity to themselves, meaning that they'll get far more from the treatment from you if they feel that way. All right, so that's just very basic setup. Again, like I said, I'm in someone else's space, but it's beautifully decorated. And I've just integrated myself here using my towels, my color theme. I like neutral colors because they don't evoke or demand an emotional response from a person. So they can just gently soften onto the table. And then, you know, I brought the crystals and the prayer because it's part of my personality and things that resonate with my soul that help me to hold the space for them. All right, hope you enjoyed that, guys. See you in the next video.